Hi, guys. Before we start the show today, I wanted to take a minute to talk about something that we here at Crash Test Live feel very strongly about, and that is the injustice surrounding the death of George Floyd this week in Minneapolis. Please visit justiceforbigfloyd.com to find out how you can do more to help. Sign the petitions. If you have the means, donate to the causes. We all need to stand together on this one and help the African American community. To make real progress, those of us who have led a life of privilege based on the color of our skin must first acknowledge and accept that fact. Those of us who share this privilege must commit to being allies both publicly and privately. We must listen and we must stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters of color and demand change. We must demand equality and justice for all. The time for change is now, and we can only make that happen together. We want to do everything in our power to dismantle systemic white supremacy. To everyone with boots on the ground protesting and fighting for equality in the eyes of the law, we are listening and we're here to support you through all and any effective means. We must all stand firmly in opposition to racism on all levels, both public and private. White supremacy and nationalism has infested our government and influenced its policies, and it's our duty as citizens and as members of these communities to eradicate it, to vote for leaders who will fight to eradicate it, and to encourage others to do the same. You'll see this quote many times, many places, but it rings as true today as it was the day it was spoken. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Justice does not exist for everyone in this country. Until it does, we must fight tirelessly. With this show, we hope to give you all an escape from the pressures of reality, to spread some joy and create laughs, often at our own expense, so that we can all feel a little bit lighter for a couple of hours each week. Some weeks, the necessity for that levity is greater than others. A podcast is rooted in dialogue, not just between us, but with you guys as well. We want to hear from you. We want to know how you're feeling, and we want you to know that we're listening. Thank you, guys. And again, if you can, please visit justiceforbigfloyd.com.
The following podcast contains adult language and material, obviously. The views expressed belong to two idiots, and two idiots only could dream up this kind of bullshit. No self-respecting human should create nor listen to this shit. So why are you still here? Seriously, save yourself, save your brain cells, and log off. If not, enjoy. Good luck. Here we go.
Crash Test Live!
Ooh! Hello!
Wow!
Woo!
Man, what an intro song. That bass line? Are you kidding me?
Let's go, baby.
That felt
chugging
so
the whole
real.
intro. It's chugging, so
Man.
catch my
Were
breath.
you just drinking that whole time?
Yeah, I didn't know when exactly when the video starts.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe, you get it next time. You get it next time.
Dude, it's been like when's the last time we did this? It's been like 5 years.
5 years. Welcome, everyone, to Crash Test Live. The first episode. We are coming to you live from our homes and essentially rebuilding that which we established with Full Frontal. We are no longer Full Frontal. We have enveloped ourselves in a little cocoon.
We've given birth to this baby.
We have birthed from that cocoon into a beautiful butterfly that is Crash Test Live. I am so excited. This is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm nervous. I'm hella nervous right now, man. How do you feel?
Podcasting's in my blood, dude. I've done it.
I know.
I've done it. My father did it.
His father before him.
His father before him.
The four
and his mother before his father.
His cousin twice removed. Podcasted. Yeah, y'all at home may be wondering what happened to Full Frontal. I'll give you a brief rundown right now. We're at the tail end of a season, we started doing it live in person at comedy clubs, and we were so inspired by that experience that we said we need to find a way to transform this podcast into this format somehow. And then we sort of took a break, and as we took that break, a TV show called Full Frontal came out, and we were like, "Ooh, this hurts our brand." And
the worst part is it was better than us.
Oh yeah, miles better, yards better. And so, yeah, we kind of just tabled it for a while. And another big part of it was that it was getting harder and harder to do the podcast on the road, with us needing to be together to make these episodes coherent and cohesive and consistent. And so it's taken us 5 years and a pandemic, but we finally realized that we can do this shit remotely from the comfort of our own homes. And here we are.
We can't be in the same room together, so this is kind of forced us to kind of start it up again, you know?
Clause 1 of the Crash Test Live contract states, Alex and Jack will not record Crash Test Live together in one room.
Not even the same state.
Not even the same state. That's correct. That's correct. For those wondering, this is a podcast plus. So we are recording the podcast live here on Twitch. That's going to be the crux of this whole show. Week in and week out, we're going to do it live. All errors will be, experienced.
Exposed.
By you guys. Exposed.
Exposed.
We really can't do damage control
We
here.
embrace the fuck-ups.
Yeah, it's part of it. That was always part of Full Frontal, and it's going to be part of Crash Test Live as well.
Yeah.
Let's just get into the show, right? Jack, how have you been? What's been going on? Obviously,
I haven't seen you in 5 years since we did the podcast. what have you been doing?
Yeah, a lot's changed in 5 years. Let me tell you. Yeah. I got married. I learned to read.
Okay.
I have found out that the powdered electrolyte and vitamin pouches, you're supposed to add those to water, not just pour them in your mouth.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Like Pedialyte.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course.
But I'm not. They're not a sponsor yet, so I didn't want to shout them out. That's free advertising.
Yeah, we can't be doing that. Yeah. I'm drinking a liquid that I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's hidden in this undisclosed container that Ryan got me. So
I was going to say, I was on the cusp of being like, oh wow, you're being environmentally conscious by using a flask, and then I realized it's just a koozie designed to look like a flask, and you still have a can inside it.
So yesterday Ryan texted me. He goes, "I sent you a package. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I sent it to the wrong unit in your apartment building." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "All right."
So then you had to walk door to door in your apartment building and ask?
Just knocking. "Hey, do you have a packet?" So he told me the apartment number. So I went there and I rang the doorbell and I was like, "Hi, one of my packages is inside your place." And she's like, "What?" And then I was like, "This is how most pornos start." But
yeah, I hate this.
She had opened this package of this Yeti that Ryan got me for Crash Test Live. And I was like, "Why did you open it? My name's on it." But
I was going to say, isn't that kind of illegal?
Yeah, she's like, "I didn't order this." I'm like, "Well, my name's on it, but okay."
But I'm enjoying it. She's like sipping a White Claw out of it.
But that was nice of Ryan, though.
That is very nice of Ryan. Shout out to Ryan for his gift. I didn't get anything ahead of the show. I just want to point that out. There's nothing. I'm sipping out of a Yeti that I bought myself. So, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that now for the rest of the show.
He's off the show.
Man. So obviously we all know times are strange. This year has been bizarre. It's that 2020 is kind of off to a bad start when the best news is that we now have murder hornets. It's just kind of like,
dude, you see the video?
I feel like that's the highlight so far.
Did you see the video of the guy who stings himself with the craziest insects in the world?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
I did watch that. I watched it so many times because I wanted to try and feel something.
Yeah. Oh, you did the actual sting. You didn't watch the video.
No, I just did it watching the videos, but now I think I'm going to go seek out the murder hornet. I have a huge bee's nest in the ground, like near my house, and it's terrifying.
Are you bragging?
Yeah, dude,
I
am bragging.
The biggest bee's nest,
dude. The sickest bee's nest. It's massive. It's fucking incredible. What have you been doing while you've been at home, Jack?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what I haven't done?
What?
And I realized this today when I was.
That wasn't the question, but what?
What? I haven't shaved my nether regions I've taken the longest break from shaving my nether regions that I've ever taken in maybe the past 10 years.
That's okay.
I'm taking quarantine seriously. I'm not touching my body against other bodies. So it's pretty bad down there.
That's all right.
I mean, maybe next week we do a little shave.
I feel like that could be a
side bit
segment.
Cool.
Shaving time. Shaving time is saving time.
Shaving time with boy.
We'll workshop it.
Shaving time with boy. Yeah.
I have learned a lot because this year I moved onto a farm. I moved back to Maryland, as you know, and I moved onto a farm, and I have a bunch of animals now. And because of that, I've been learning so much about animal bodies. I've learned recently my horse has the slobbers.
Okay.
Which is a thing. So I went down to the barn today and went to go pet him, and he literally just like a gallon of water spilled out of his mouth. It was all drool. And I was like, oh my God, this can't be good. My horse is dying, which is something I never thought I would say in my life. And it turns out it's because he's eaten too many clovers, which is adorable. And he's going to be okay.
How did you know that?
A lot of Googling. WebMD, but for horses.
Throws up clovers at you?
Yeah, man. It was scary.
Good morning, Alex.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Ed, but gross. I've learned that goat diarrhea is called scours.
Okay.
And when I asked the vet why it's called scours, I just said, why don't they just call it goat diarrhea?
Why is there a word in the dictionary just specifically for when goats have diarrhea?
That's
but
what
no
I'm
other
saying.
animal. No other animal.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm asking. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Does it need its own word?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you something before we get into news. So every morning I get farm fresh eggs for breakfast.
Farm fresh.
And have you been using your chicken's eggs to eat breakfast? Like, are you using those eggs?
That is the plan. The chickens do not lay currently. They're not mature enough yet. But soon their bodies will start changing.
Yes.
And
you'll have to have the talk.
They're going to have the talk, and then they're going to start laying eggs. And breakfast is going to be wonderful. And I'll send you some across the country. I think, as far as I know, eggs don't go bad.
Yeah, so, no, you're good. You're good. Just put them in a FedEx bag and send them.
Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Guys, I'm so excited. I hope you're all excited at home. This brings us to the first segment of Full Frontal. Oh my God, no, it's not Full Frontal. It's Crash Test Live. It's wonderful news.
Hey, it's wonderful news. How many times are we going to say Full Frontal today?
That's the first. We should have a counter. That's the first.
Well, one time. Just so you guys know, Alex knows these. I don't know these. I don't like knowing the news going in.
Right. Let's get into it. Novelty toilet roll cakes keep Finnish baker in business. We have a sale on Slightly Soiled. Gross, Jeff. Could now be a real tagline to entice patrons at a bakery in Finland. A quick-thinking Helsinki bakery has saved itself from financial ruin due to the new coronavirus pandemic by creating a cake that looks like a toilet roll. The dismayed staff at the Rantasruva bakery, I'm going to do my best with that one, found all their orders canceled last month, at the same time as panicked customers began to hoard toilet paper rolls. This sparked the idea of a toilet roll cake made of oat batter, passion fruit mousse, and covered with white fondant. The first 5 cakes sold within an hour. Baker Uliana Timofeeva told reporters, and the cake became a social media hit. The bakery now has hundreds of orders, and its owner has even been able to hire 2 extra people, all because of toilet roll cake.
That's beautiful. Why passion fruit? Like, why is, when you think toilet paper, that's like maybe the last fruit I would think of.
Passion. This cake was baked with passion. That's like really all I need to hear.
Yeah, cool.
Passion fruit or just passion? Oh my God, look at those.
Oh, that's beautiful, actually.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
It's so realistic.
Passion mousse.
For everybody listening to the podcast, we had the picture, and it's actually quite impressive how detailed and lifelike these rolls
and
are.
how passion fruit like it is.
I agree, though. Passion fruit's a weird flavor.
It's a weird one. Why not mango?
Two men.
Chocolate. Sorry.
2 men robbed a convenience store wearing watermelon rind disguises. Wearing face mask in public is now the new normal, as we all know. But it takes balls as big as grapefruits to rob a store with nothing. Jeffrey, you're up to no good already. It's episode 1, and you're up to no good with your writing. They dress like melons. Police in Louisa, Virginia, took to social media on Saturday in hopes of finding 2 men accused of robbing a convenience store on May 6th with watermelon rinds on their heads. Wow.
What?
That is a creative disguise.
The fucking picture, the 2 holes.
just
Oh
want
my
to say
God.
that I feel like if there's anyone that is like couldn't be more suspicious, it's Harry Styles.
Yeah.
He's got a song about this. I never know what he's talking about in his songs, but if there's Watermelon Sugar High has to be about this crime. He's confessing.
Dude, that's
in
really
his
funny.
music.
I actually kind of want to do that now.
I would like to know what it smells like in there. Because I'll say this, you know, like when you're wearing the medical mask, and obviously we all have to be doing that when we go out, but like, it, you know, after a little while it gets stuffy in there. And I think maybe the watermelon helmet could be a good solution for everyone to not only tackle germs, but also to like have a nice, pleasant smell while you're out in public. The only issue we're going to have to deal with is facial recognition on our phones.
Yeah, just save it like that. But also, he doesn't have a mouth hole. He just has 2 eye holes, which I think is kind of interesting.
Put the money in the bag.
What?
I'm sorry,
what? I'm sorry, what?
Absolutely insane.
I like that.
Absolutely insane. A Kansan who wanted to sword fight with ex-wife deemed
What's a
not
Kansan?
crazy. A Kansan, someone from Kansas. So a Kansas man who sought legal permission in Iowa to engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife is not insane, but merely angry over their child custody arrangement. Oh, according to a psychological evaluation. David Ostrom of Paola, Kansas, asked in a January 3rd court filing to be allowed to fight his former wife, Bridget Ostrom of Harlan, Iowa, and her attorney, Matthew Hudson, so that he can, quote unquote, rend their souls from their bodies. I just want everyone to like take a minute and process what I'm telling you.
All divorce courts should just be people with swords just fucking going at it.
I almost feel like maybe all disagreements should be solved via sword combat.
Sword combat. I like that.
Watermelon helmet sword combat.
That's so funny. Wait, I like
what's happening? What's happening?
This is the real news, people. You need this.
I mean, obviously, like since we've been gone for the last 5 years, there's been no news. There's been no source of news for anyone, and so we're back doing our civic duty and letting you know what's been going on in the world. And I'll tell you, it's getting weird. People are sword fighting their divorce lawyers. So that's a thing. Moving on. Mom drinks sperm smoothies to fight off coronavirus. I hate this story so much.
Why does it have to be mom? Wait, it's just.
It's not your mom. It's just mom.
Okay, got it.
It's a mom in the context.
All right, let's hear the
story.
details. Let's hear the details.
A mother of 2 believes that drinking smoothies with a shot of sperm have helped her to boost her immune system, and it's helping to prevent coronavirus.
Ew.
Tracy Kiss, 32, says she's had not had a cold or flu for 3 years because of her concoction, which is made using donations from her boyfriend, and she takes 3 shots a week.
Oh my fuck, dude. I got like literally sick to my fucking stomach looking at that picture.
I have been doing this for years. And I still haven't gotten sick.
Dude, it's fucking insane.
Tracy says it's best to consume semen as close to production as possible to get the most nutrients and benefits.
I love that she doesn't have any proof and no one said this. She's just like, you know what? I'm going to fucking drink sperm and it's going to
She's just making this up.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, more power to her because it's not hurting anybody else, you know? And if you want to experiment with your body, who am I to judge?
All right, send it over.
So,
like every piece of fresh produce, the sooner you consume it, the better the nutritional and health benefits will be. Consuming semen as close to production as possible is when you are going to get the most benefits from it.
Of course she's British.
I'm offended. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I could not be more upset with you for saying that.
I'm deeply, deeply offended by that, by everything in the last segment.
That is a lot. That's a lot to process. But
that's a lot of cum. Oh shit! Your parents are listening to this, aren't they?
They are. They're tuned in and they're disappointed. But they've always been disappointed, so nothing's changed.
Yeah, they're used to it.
Fine
by this point.
A Washington state man who led police on a high-speed chase on Sunday may not have actually been driving. Officers said that they found the suspect's pit bull behind the wheel after his 1996 Buick crashed, Seattle TV station Como reported. The unidentified 51-year-old male suspect from Lakewood, Washington, is now facing several charges, including DUI, reckless driving, hit and run, and felony eluding. Authorities said the man allegedly struck 2 vehicles before he fled on Interstate 5. One trooper reported seeing the pit bull in the driver's seat with the owner handling the steering wheel from the passenger seat. The car reportedly hit speeds of 109 during the chase, and at one point drove on a popular trail for pedestrians and cyclists. Fortunately, it was empty. State troopers eventually ended the pursuit by throwing down a spike strip, and that's when the shocker arrived. Washington State Patrol Officer Heather Axtman said the driver told police that he was trying to teach his dog how to drive.
Wait, why did he get a DUI on top of this?
Dog was drunk.
Dog was drunk. That's what I'm thinking. It's
drinking.
like he's like got a DUI. I was like, that one doesn't. It's not really adding up. All right.
Folks at home.
I wish we had a picture. I wish we had a picture for this one.
There's no pic for this, but
fuck.
I promise you, I will get on my iPad and I will draw you a picture of a dog driving a car just to imagine what that might look like.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Alex.
I'm going to keep that promise. The police said that the pit bull was a very sweet girl and was taken to a local animal shelter where hopefully she can quit her drinking habits and get her driver's license.
I'm looking to foster.
Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar left a legacy of crime and violence in his country, but his most lasting influence may be on the environment. A group of nearly 80 hippos descended from the 4 he owned were set free after his death in 1993. The so-called cocaine hippos have been accused of wreaking havoc on the local wreaking havoc on the local ecosystem. A new study suggests invasive animals may also restore ecological functions. Apparently, these hippos are not perfectly replacing the extinct species from the area, but they are actually doing good to bring back the surrounding flora. They're
not selling drugs to the other hippos?
Yeah, despite the name cocaine hippo, they really just they love to party and hang out at clubs, but they're actually helping.
Wait, why are they called the cocaine hippos? Like I get that.
It's Pablo Escobar, you know, he was like,
okay, cool. I just pictured like all these like riled up hippos just running through town. That's
Hungry Hippos was based off of this story.
Was based on the game.
This is a real thing. For real, everyone at home. This is not a made up story. This is real, and there's actually a Netflix series being made about this. So sooner than later, you're going to be able to learn all about these wonderful party hippos.
Party hippos.
Party hippos.
For more than 25 years, Colombia has been working to leave behind the violent legacy of Pablo Escobar. But there's one unusual problem that keeps growing: the notorious drug lord's pet hippos.
Proof. Case in point. It was on the news, so it's got to be real.
It's insane that they just call them the cocaine hippos, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, totally.
Cocaine hippos. Everything is our theme song now, but just with different.
We gotta add that.
I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this one. A professor at the University of Miami was fired this month after accidentally sharing with students his X-rated penchant for busty college girls. Ugh. The lewd gaffe was discovered by administrators after students shared videos and images on social media of a Zoom screen share during class with the business analytics instructor, whose browser clearly displayed a bookmark for pornographic content related to physically endowed co-eds. People at home, if you are Zooming, you got to clear your browser history. You got to close those windows. If you're screen sharing, you got to do a deep dive into what you've been looking at and all the dirty shit that's been going through your mind.
My biggest fear in life is people knowing what kind of porn I watch. So
I've made a pact that if like any of my very good friends pass away unexpectedly, I would immediately
burn their house down,
and as well as delete their browser history.
Thank you.
And that's what you got.
But I see the summary is 400 words, and also if you write like the group summary, then I understand.
No!
Fuck, that music too is kind of pretty good, actually.
Professor Zhang, you should have been more careful. It was his undoing. 'Twas the porn that got him.
Unrelated, did anyone catch that link?
For research. It's for news research.
It's for news research.
We have to do further news research. Sex toy company thriving during the lockdown. UK continues adjusting to life in the lockdown. Here's one for the Brits. They're missing many things from the pre-coronavirus world. Seeing friends, going out for a meal, having a pint in the pub. But the thing they're missing most is apparently sex, because this store claims that sex toys sales are up by 38 to 50% over the last few weeks.
Nice.
People are investing in
Their bodies.
and that's
right.
important to do. That's self-care.
It's what's interesting, Alex? Masturbating is actually really good for you, and this is actual proof from a doctor. I had an issue with my testicles recently, and they were hurting me. And I went to my doctor, and he was like, "You should masturbate more." I swear to God,
What?
this is real. Yeah, he's like it's good. It eases the tension, baby. And I was like, "Don't call me baby."
Jack, I feel as though your doctor doesn't know you very well.
Also, I don't know if he was a doctor.
I feel like, who is this guy? You were at a 7-Eleven.
He's not. He said it eases the tension, and I was like, man, my balls hurt. The last thing in my mind right now is masturbating, but I did it, and I'm all right. And here I am.
You haven't just survived; you've thrived.
I've thrived, and so have my boys.
Please never refer to them as your boys again.
Sorry.
To wrap up news this week, this is my favorite headline ever: 140-year-old tortoise wears sun as hat.
What?
Oh, the image is real in the sense of not being photoshopped or otherwise digitally manipulated. It dates from September 2011 when the Nergaza Animal Park, also known as the Sasto Zoo in Hungary, was showing off the 8 baby African spurred tortoises that had recently been born. And
I'm crying.
We all learned that day that tortoises not only care about their kids, but they also care about fashion.
Dude, I'm just gonna start wearing a little every time I go. I just wear a little turtle on my head.
Little turtle hat to go along with your turtleneck.
Just reminds me of The Office when Kevin just fucking smashes it.
Absolutely, it's turtle season, baby.
It's turtle season.
This fall is turtle season. Get your
Ryan
hats
posted
out.
that today on a story. He saw a turtle.
There you go. See, it's
There
all
you go.
happening. That's wonderful news for this week, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first guests of Crash Test Live. And I'm excited for this because they have a lot to do with this show. We're going to bring on Ryan Dawson and Jeff Maker.
Hey!
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Excuse
Hello,
me.
boys. How's it going?
I can't help but feel, and I feel this most of my life, like this is a big letdown for most people watching.
Yeah.
The guest or the show in general?
Well, the show started here, and then you introduced the guest, and we just dip like subterranean.
We've seen a marked loss of viewers. It's bad.
It's
ratings are low.
It's dropping at an alarming rate.
They've never seen anything like this before.
Should we get out of here or
No,
you guys are important, and
we invited?
I think it's very important that you're here because for those watching at home and listening at home, Ryan and Jeff were an integral part of Full Frontal, the podcast, a massive part of the show. Ryan was the one doing a lot of the editing and the trimming and making us sound like we had some kind of cohesion. And Jeff is sort of our script writer, our production leader, our the Wizard of Oz pulling the strings, if you will. And
right,
so
I like that.
it felt fitting that we have these boys on today to talk about the new show and where we're going with it, what we're going to do from here.
Can I say that you guys, I've been involved with this process and reading all the emails and all the ramp up to this. And you guys are executing very well. It's a rare compliment from me. It
Well,
feels
Ryan,
good. It feels
podcasting's
fresh.
in my blood. My father
This was
did
more
it,
towards
and
Jeff and Alex, less towards Jack.
my father did it, and his father before him.
But
We got a wheeze. Is that the first wheeze?
2 wheezes already.
I've been wheezing during the news, and I've just been kind of keeping it to myself.
Yeah, you never hold in a wheeze, Jeff. You're gonna blow an O-ring, bro.
Oh, that's
You can't.
Yeah, now I will.
You can't hold a wheeze. We all know this.
I had a few questions, if you don't mind. I know I'm not.
please.
I'm just a lowly. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm a lowly person. I know that much.
You're not lowly.
Why was the professor who watched porn fired? Do we know this?
I
Just
think
not something you do.
I think it's faux pas in general to have tabs of pornography up on your professional Zoom call to students.
Okay.
Granted, I don't
okay.
know the age of the students, so I don't know if that played a factor. But
It also leads me to believe that right before his Zoom with his students, he was jerking off, which I think is very interesting as well.
Okay, that's fair.
it puts a dark spin on the lesson. You kind of
does.
can't get that
tab
visual
that's
out of your
open.
head.
The
Sorry, what
tab's
was that,
still
Jack?
open.
It's a tab that's open, or is it like a bookmarked thing that's always there on his tab?
It's open.
It looked like an open tab, but it also looked like it lived in like the history zone, where it was just like that was something he was revisiting quite a bit.
Right.
So, you know, maybe use a different laptop.
What are we gonna do?
We all
that's good enough.
all, you know, explore our bodies, but don't do it on other people's Zoom education time.
Speaking of exploring bodies, when you guys were talking, well, Jack was talking about shaving his nether regions, I Googled that term just to see, like, where does that come from?
Yeah.
And the definition is the lowest or furthest parts of a place. And then it says, especially with allusion to hell or the underworld.
So very fitting in Jack's case.
From now on, I will only be referring to my wiener as the underworld.
Welcome to the underworld.
Every time I hook up with someone, which, you know, these days, man, let me tell you, not often.
Few and far between.
Few and far between.
And 6 feet apart.
Born again virgin, 6 feet apart.
What's your wingspan, Jack? You can, if you can reach, you can still do it, you know?
Touch tips?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you guys could actually see my my fingerprint.
Yes. For those of you just listening to the podcast, Jack is holding his finger up to the camera and saying that we can see his finger.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Unrelated, the acid has taken form and shape in my brain.
We are at the halfway point in the show, and Jack is tripping balls.
Oh, boy.
All right, I got some questions for you guys, since you're our guests, and we're here, to, I guess, to interview you, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Am I the only one drinking, by the way? Are you guys all drinking?
I like your koozie, Jack.
Thanks, I bought it myself.
Ryan, I actually do my first question is, why didn't I get a gift?
My assumption, well, first of all, Jack's always using some, like, off-brand foam that's, like, been in the family for 20 years. Koozie that just, I'm sure, has asbestos in it. Yeah, that one.
You have a koozie within a koozie, Jack? Are you kidding me?
Hey, you got to protect my baby.
And I didn't have your farm address.
Yes.
We don't have an address. We're off the grid. We're off the grid here. Question for Jeff.
Go for it.
How have you been in all this, man? Like we check in with each other quite regularly, but I want to get some inside scoop from you. Like I'm so excited that we're doing Crash Test Live now because it gives me another excuse to see your beautiful face on a regular basis. But what's been going on in Jeffrey's world? Tell us a little bit about your day-to-day.
Well, the day-to-day in this new world that we're living in, it's pretty typical. It's fun. I have a little puppy. But before I get into anything like that, I just want to say thank you to, obviously you three and also Zach for what you guys did for the ATL touring crew as well. I mean, I figured I wanted to make sure that I say that.
I voted against it.
Face-to-face as close as I can get to you guys. But back to my puppy.
Tell us about your pup.
Bring in the boy. Where's the boy? Let's see him.
Why we're all here. Tell us about the pup.
He might be snoozing. I took him for a long walk today.
Hey, wake his ass up. We got a show to do, man.
Get him in here. I've been hammocking a lot, so just kind of relaxing. We only leave to go food shopping and walk the dog, basically, as of right now. So we're doing all right.
Ryan, when was the last time you cried?
Are we talking like or like little things?
I don't mind.
Wait,
either way.
Why did Jeff get the softball? And here I am fucking hitting against Roger Clemens.
Ryan, this is my interview, and I
don't understand the
I would
reference.
ask that you just answer the question, please. When was the last time that you cried?
I mean, not counting this morning, it would have been yesterday morning.
Okay. Why?
It was, I woke up.
So I cried. You wake up, you're like, oh, shit.
I was asked to be part of this show again.
Yeah.
And that made me so happy that I cried.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. That's, hey, for those of you who have never had media training, that right there is a perfectly executed, diffuse the tension, move it on to a better subject response. That was impressive, Ryan. Well done.
Thank you.
Jeff, what do you feed your dog?
Oh, farmer's dog.
Nice.
Is what we're feeding him right now.
Oh,
yeah,
another
he just got his
sponsor?
first recipe.
I can back that. That's what I feed my dogs too.
Yeah,
Great.
he's loving
Wait,
it.
actually,
Ryan,
what are we talking
People always ask you about your smile, but they don't ask about your heart. Does this bother you?
Oh my God.
Yes, no,
answer
maybe.
the question, please. Answer
I
the
think
question.
I would say no, it doesn't bother me. However, my illuminous smile may mask and take away from some pain that I'm feeling inside sometimes, but that's on me. I could have dyed my teeth a different color. I could have made them a little brown, and maybe people would say, Rye, your smile's so weird.
But
your
your
heart
heart
must be hurting. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, and that's
hey,
why
if
I
someone
asked
has
it,
bad teeth, is a cry for help. Usually, that's known.
Oh fuck.
Jeff, you are our regular lighting designer and engineer on the road. What is light?
Well, if you have a dark room, or if you need to see where you're going outside, or maybe anywhere else on planet Earth, you turn a light on. And then
What's light to you, though?
it's a paintbrush that has unending possibilities.
Wow,
That's right.
Answer. And on a more serious note, what's been your favorite show or tour to light up? And it doesn't have to be for all time low, but it probably should be if you want to keep your job.
Well, I mean, it is. It's the one we did in the UK, I believe, the one with the 4 diamonds with the video walls and the diamonds that moved, and that was just huge production, and I think that's my favorite of all time.
Nice,
Hell
I
yeah!
love that.
I'm not paid to say this either, just in case anybody wants to know.
No, we this is the first episode of the show. We're not making any money, so we're not. paying Jeff to
Amy,
say
release
this.
Jeff's funds to him.
From the offshore account that we have, the Crash Test Live offshore account.
Jeff the money from Bermuda.
Bermuda.
I have to blow my nose, and I don't have a tissue, guys. And we're live.
We're live, and for the people listening to the podcast, that's really not good content.
So I don't.
It's not really good for people watching the podcast either.
I'm gonna dip my head real quick.
That
I'm gonna
depends
wipe
on what
it.
you're into.
I'm gonna come back up. All right, I'm
Do
gonna
your
a
thing.
quick-
Let's take a pause for
Dip.
station identification and nose blow.
I'm gonna do a dip and wipe, and I'll be right back.
Do it. Hey, in the meantime, everybody welcome our forever guests one more time, Ryan and Jeff, to the show. They will be with us from here on out, behind the scenes, popping in for colored commentary and for flavor, to add some flavor, to add some spice to the episodes.
And anytime you guys want to be brought in, just flail your arms in the air, and we'll never bring you in.
Yeah, just
in a panic.
Reed will see you if you're waving your hands frantically.
I want to say before we drop out here that I appreciate Alex and Jack, you guys working on this and bring myself and Jeff back, because during this time when everyone's looking for like a little bit of fun or a little bit of light, you guys surprisingly bring that. So thank you sincerely. For
Thanks,
having me.
guys. All right.
Thank you, guys. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to our first new segment of the show. It's called Hey, you know what'd be awesome? Featuring Jeff Maker.
So let's explain what this is, because it's also new to me, because I don't pay attention sometimes.
Yeah, so this is a new segment that we're introducing to the show. Jeff has been emailing me during the lockdown with a plethora of his good ideas.
I don't know if they're good.
And we decided to name a segment after it called Hey, you know, it'd be awesome. Because that's how he starts every text to me. So I'm going to get right into this, Jeff. I have a short list here of suggestions of your $100 ideas.
Yeah.
The first one on the list is the mirror detector. The mirror detector.
The mirror detector.
Which, as you've written, is a bathroom mirror that tells you what's wrong with your makeup, hair, or outfit after you finish getting ready. It also tells you if you look great. The mirror has a New York accent. Hey, guy, you look like a freaking idiot. Hey.
It has to have a New York accent.
So let me get this straight. You want to invent a mirror that body shames you.
Well, yeah, and also I can argue with it because I'm from Boston, so if it's got a New York accent, we can actually talk
now
back
I
and
get
forth
the
to each
New
other.
York.
So I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Now I get the New York.
If you're lonely in quarantine, you just start arguing with your mirror.
Which I do every day anyway as I look at myself.
I don't know.
You just look in the mirror every morning and just start crying.
It's just this. You son of a bitch.
Whoa, why won't you even lie to me?
Stupid idiot.
Mirror starts pushing you.
You don't even look good when you brush your teeth, you fool.
You can't turn it off.
I don't need a mirror that yells at me because I yell at myself every day.
Oh, God.
We got another one here. A memory foam pillow that talks dirty to you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's it.
Is this just, if you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime, is what the pillow is saying. For those of you,
but that's the only line it knows.
The pillow has these very like lusty
eyelashes,
come get me eyes, which feel very uncomfortable about. When
I just love it only knowing one line because we can't figure out how to add more.
Yeah. The next one on the list is the microcrave, which is a microwave that tells you how delicious your meal is getting as it heats up.
I'm a sucker for things that make noise and tell you stuff.
I actually love this one so much.
Bro, this lasagna is looking good.
Yeah, like when you hit when the food's not quite warm yet, but you have to hit like an additional 30 seconds and then it just keeps going. But like I love the idea that it's like hyping you. Like, oh dude, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This grilled cheese, I guess you don't microwave grilled cheese. This bowl of mac and cheese is gonna be nice.
You're having leftovers again? Oh, you're gonna love this again. You keep eating
It also has a New York accent, Jeff?
Yes.
Was that more Boston?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. We're just gonna move on.
Okay.
Day old tamales. Good luck.
Good luck.
This product is called Don't Sweat It. It's a business suit that turns inside out into a tracksuit while you run on your lunch break. Your sweat cleans the business suit side. It has a hookup hose built into the necktie for the men's room hand dryer to dry the suit, and now you're ready for the big presentation.
That's right.
What?
Give you that edge over everybody else.
Oh my god.
So you're saying like a suit that you can, like a reversible suit that you can run in and then flip around as you get to work, and you're just ready for work.
Right. The headband could be, your typical tie. All pieces are functional and you can move them around.
How much weed did you smoke before coming up with this segment?
I love this. Dude.
Zero.
Be honest.
Zero weeds?
Zero.
No pots?
No.
Okay.
Good boy.
Finally, on the list, the sponge sob. A sponge that cries like a baby every time you need to add more soap while you're washing dishes.
It's like the opposite of no more tears. It's the sponge's turn.
I'm crying because of this segment. This is the best.
I gotta start bringing tissues, man. I really gotta blow my nose now.
The
Blow your
sponge
eyes.
sob. The sponge sob tear pants.
This was one of the best segments through Full Frontal, through Crash Test. This will remain, I think, as one of the best segments.
You know how hard it is to come up with new inventions every week?
We gotta do like one or two an episode because good luck.
Oh man.
Then what is the note underneath all of this? It just says, I like things that make noise.
Yeah, on the run sheet. For everyone listening and watching right now, on the run sheet underneath the bits that Jeff submitted, it just says, I like things that make noise.
No,
So that wasn't for anyone at home. That was for me. Like he left that note on there for me.
Or did I? Because I knew you'd read it.
Oh, fuck.
Jeff, I think you're onto something, man. I
That
really
was
do.
really good.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Jeffrey, thank you for that segment. I think that might be the new highlight of Crash Test Live. I cannot wait for that bit to live on.
I think one of those is actually maybe $1,000 idea, not just $100.
At least 1,000. We're gonna make thousands. Everyone, round of applause for Ryan and Jeffrey. That was wonderful. Wow.
Okay, we're
Real
good.
quick, I just want to shout out everybody watching live right now. Thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of Crash Test Live. This is very exciting for us. We got a brand new shiny Twitch channel. We got brand new social media pages. This is nice. It's really nice, and I'm excited for the future of this show. It's going to be good. Right now, it's a very important segment. It's a very important segment. We're going to play a little bit of Are You Smarter Than Jack?
Let's go.
All right, cool. Yeah. Welcome to Are You Smarter Than Jack, the game show where we bring one of you, the audience, to be a contestant to face off against our boy, Jack, right over here.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, what's up?
Something popped in my head yesterday.
What was it, the theme song to Are You Smarter Than Jack? Nope, not that one. That one. Woo! Live studio audience.
Props to Alan Fraser, Mac, for developing an app that makes sounds for game shows.
Shout out to our guitar tech who made an app for sound effects that we had no idea would eventually become the unfortunate soundboard to our unfortunate show.
Alex.
Hi.
So yesterday, this popped into my head. I was thinking about Are You Smarter Than Jack? It's been, 5 or 6 years since we've done it. Our fans have gotten older and smarter since then. Because I used to win this a lot.
That is correct.
I was kicking ass, man. But
I haven't read.
Yeah, I did all right.
Let's be honest. You weren't kicking ass.
But I feel like our fans are older now and probably even smarter than before. So I'm kind of nervous.
You're in for it, I think. Without further ado, we have our guest. I want to give her a little bit of setup here. I want to give her some hype. Our guest today is Harley Gillis. She submitted a resume.
Gillis, what's up?
In order to hopefully be a part of the show today. Her contestant background right here, I got some bullet points. She was a Boy Scouts of America / merit counselor and taught merit classes such as horsemanship, nature, geology, wildlife science, archery, riflery, and wilderness survival. She was a Squaw Valley rodeo queen. She was required to do many public speeches, as well as speaking on radio shows and at local news broadcasts.
I'm fine.
She wasn't old enough to be on Are You Smarter Than Jack when it was on Full Frontal. She's been preparing all these years.
Shit.
So you're fucked, is what I'm saying. Right now, let's welcome Harley.
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Hey. Welcome, Harley. How you doing? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm better now that I know you guys couldn't see me because I almost died in this chair 5 seconds ago. So
what? What happened?
Yeah, it leans back all the way, and I didn't know that, and I almost died.
I'm familiar with those chairs. It's terrifying.
It's rough.
I do not
like. It's a rough life.
I do not like. Thank you for coming on the show today. You're our first real guest ever, so this is exciting.
Man.
I've only read 3 books in quarantine, so I'm hoping that those 3 books are going to be, some of the questions are going to be involved with those in some way or somehow.
Right, they won't, so it's okay.
Chances
okay.
Are,
at all.
chances
No,
are.
not at all.
Should I leave, Alex? Should I go on mute and leave?
Yeah, the way this is going to work is, Harley, we're going to start with you. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. We're going to pool your answers, and based on how many you get correct, we'll then let Jack compete, and if he beats you, he wins. If you beat him, you're smarter than him.
You get a front row to my colonoscopy on Monday.
Oh, sweet.
And that's pretty great.
And that's pretty great.
That's something you can add to your resume.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
cool.
medical.
Right,
that's medical knowledge.
Yeah.
Jack, if you would please remove your headphones and mute your microphone.
Yes.
And step away.
How the fuck do I do that?
Just take them out of your ears. Just take the headphones out of your ears. All right. Harley, are you ready?
Yes.
I think I have some suspenseful music here that I'm going to try.
Oh, no. All right.
Are you ready to play? Are You Smarter Than Jack?
I am ready. Let's do this.
All right. Question 1. I'm going to stop that because it's annoying. Question 1. What is a duel between 3 people called?
Oh, man. Already.
Think about it. A duel between 3 people called.
Oh, man. It wouldn't be a trio because that's not a duel.
You're on the right track, Harley.
Oh, man.
Take your time.
Really? Yeah, I don't think I'm getting this one.
Would you like to pass?
I would like to pass.
Okay, we're going to mark that down as wrong.
Since I can't phone a friend.
That's okay. That's okay. There's no phone a friend here. There's no help here. You're on your own in a deep pit of despair.
It's not Cash Cab.
The answer is a truel.
You're kidding.
I wish I was, but I'm not.
I hate it here.
It sucks here. Question 2. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
Barbie.
Oh, so close.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. It was Mr. Potato Head.
You're...
Oh, I have a sound effect for an incorrect answer here.
Okay, perfect.
Meh, meh. Sorry.
All right. It's all right. We're going to get it. We're going to get there. It's fine.
You're going to get it. You're fine. You're fine. You got plenty to go. We got 10 questions. You're good.
All right.
Question 3. After Antarctica, what is the most sparsely populated continent?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Australia.
Oh! Correct.
Yes.
That is correct. Well done. Moving on. Question 6. Which 90s movie soundtrack is the best-selling soundtrack of all time?
Oh, my gosh. That's like before I was born, dude. We're just gonna go with the Matrix because I don't have a real answer for you.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess.
Keanu Reeves is always the answer.
Unfortunately, the answer is The Bodyguard.
I would never have gotten that. So I don't feel
No,
bad.
who would get that? No one would get that. Who picked these questions? These
It's all right. It's all right. I plan on losing anyways.
The crowd's booing you. They're getting upset. Moving on. Question 5. On a boat, what is the opposite of port?
Starboard.
Correct. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Question 6. Here we go. I got to skip ahead here. When referring to an establishment that sells alcoholic drinks, what is the word pub short for?
I want to say public, but that doesn't feel right. Yes, public.
But there's another word.
Oh, why is there 2 words? That's not fair.
I'm going to do suspenseful music. There's another word. Can you add to what public might be? A public what?
Oh my gosh. I want to say like gathering, but that does not. Don't make that face at me.
What do we live in?
A society.
You're banned from the show. Go right to jail. Do not collect your $100. What do we actually live in? 4 walls and a roof. Come on.
Like a house?
Hey, correct. Public house.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll count that. You totally didn't walk me into it. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. Moving on. What is the most popular board game of all time?
Monopoly.
Oh, you gotta slow down.
Oh, I was like, there's no way.
I'm unfortunately, the answer is chess.
Oh my god. I quit. I quit.
You can't quit.
I'm quitting.
We're at question
I take
8.
back my resume completely.
Okay, where am I looking here? What is the national dish of Scotland?
Haggis.
Correct. Oh. Yes. Hey, just so you know, you're doing great. I have no idea. Yeah, what these? This
I only
is
knew
hard.
that one because of Brave. To be completely honest.
Is Brave Pixar?
Yeah, Disney Pixar, I think.
Yeah. Thanks, Pixar.
Think so.
Hey,
I don't know. That should be a point right there. Yeah.
You got a point. Don't worry, I'm marking it down.
No, Pixar.
Oh, sure. That was not part of the quiz. Okay, moving on. What is the only bird known to fly backwards?
A hummingbird.
Correct. I love it.
Yes.
Bam, bam, bam. Yep. Okay. And finally, released in 1941, what is the only Disney animated feature film with a title character that never speaks? Think about it.
Sleeping Beauty. No, she doesn't speak a lot. Oh man.
I'm going to give you one more shot because, again, think. Why would the character not speak?
Is it Dumbo?
Yes, correct.
Oh man. Okay, that was like out of nowhere.
All right. Awesome. I love it. Okay. There you have it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10. That ain't bad.
That's still 60%. That's a D.
That's okay. In my classes, that was passing. So pretty good. We're gonna bring Jack back in, and he's gonna compete. You can stick around. Obviously, don't help him. Don't give him any advice.
All right.
And don't give the answers away. But you now get to witness Jack try to best you in a game of knowledge. So let's bring Jack back in if we could. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
All right, I'm nervous.
So Harley did pretty good.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're not just coasting through this one. I'll tell you. Jack, are you ready to play? Are you smarter than Jack?
I'm 2.5. Ooh, I'm two and a half drinks in, so I'm in the sweet spot.
Is that what they call that?
That's when I'm at my smartest.
It's like when you're playing beer pong.
Yeah,
and like the first few games you're terrible, then you have a few, and then you're like, oh, I'm locked in, and then you just get hammered.
Too drunk, and I'm like right in the sweet spot where I'm like, I'm not going to overthink it, but I'm also here we go.
Okay, here we go, Jack. Question 1: what is a duel between 3 people called?
Tri-duel?
I'm sorry, what?
Tri-duel?
A tri-duel? I'm afraid that is incorrect, Jack. The answer is a truel.
Okay.
A truel. And I don't believe that that's a thing. I think someone made that one up. But, I don't question the run sheet, so we're just going to roll with it. Question 2. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
I'm going to go ball in a cup.
Classic ball in a cup.
Can
you imagine that commercial? Hey kids, it's the ball in a cup.
You've seen ball and you've seen cup.
Now
but have you seen ball in a cup? What's the answer?
Man. Unfortunately, it's not ball in a cup. It is Mr. Potato Head.
All right.
Yeah. So there you go.
I was just as disappointed.
Yeah, we're all disappointed here.
Did she say ball in the cup as well?
I said Barbie, but
which was a good
guess.
We're
both wrong. It's okay.
Typical girl stuff.
Women.
Okay. So question 3. After Antarctica, what is the most sparsely populated continent, Jack?
Fuck.
No, that's the wrong song. Think about it. Sparsely populated. So like a large landmass with nobody.
I don't know if this is a continent, but I want to say Russia.
Not a continent, Jack. That is incorrect.
What's the answer? Is North America?
The answer was Australia.
All right. Australia's a continent? All right. You learn something every day.
Oh, no. Question 4. Which 90s movie soundtrack is the best-selling soundtrack of all time?
God.
This should be yours. You should be on this one.
Is it American Pie?
Jack, 90s.
Is it Home Alone? Wait, is American Pie's 90s?
I don't think it is. I think it was early 2000s, no?
No.
You're right. But either way, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So you're right about American Pie, but you're wrong about this. The answer is The Bodyguard, which nobody was ever going to get.
I love that you said think about it, as if that was going to come. I guess it makes sense, though.
Not Home Alone. Your next favorite movie, The Bodyguard.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah. Okay, question 5.
Jeff, it's a great soundtrack.
That's a very Jeff question. You can tell who sourced these. On a boat, what is the opposite of port?
Shit, these are fucking hard, man. Starboard? Starboard?
Correct.
Is that right? Starboard? Right?
Correct.
Jack. Wedding Crashers. Wedding Crashers.
You're absolutely right. Ease
Let's
the sheet.
Go, baby.
Question 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to make sure I'm on track here. When referring to an establishment that sells alcoholic drinks, what is the word pub short for?
I think public?
You're close. Harley had the same hang up with this one.
Yeah, I think it's...
Public. Is that your final answer?
Well, what is the question? Repeat the question.
When referring to an establishment that sells alcoholic drinks, what is the word pub short for?
Is it 2 words? Like,
It's not public. So my
private. I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and say you're incorrect on this one. The answer is public house.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, public house.
I mean, I lost. I already lost.
Let's keep
Alex
going.
was much nicer to me.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Right, move it right along here.
Yeah.
What is the most popular board game of all time?
It's gotta be Monopoly.
I'm afraid you are incorrect. It is chess.
See? Is that a board game? All right, we're going with chess as a board game. All right, now I see how you're gonna play this.
What? It's just what's on the sheet, man. I'm sorry. I didn't.
All right.
I didn't mean to do this to you. I really didn't.
I haven't read enough, and that's my own fault.
What is the? You got to read more. What is the national dish of Scotland?
Haggis. Thanks,
Correct.
Mac.
Correct. That one's just for Mac. That question's only for Mac. Question 9. What is the only bird known to fly backwards?
Fuck. I mean, I know like 4 birds.
Just name one of them.
Okay. Backwards. So this is 4 words. This would be backwards.
For those of you at home listening on the podcast that's audio only, Jack is currently with his hand mapping out what forwards and backwards looks like. So the only bird that can fly
is it
backwards.
hummingbird? Is it really? Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Shit sweet!
Let's go. All right.
I lost though. I lost.
Well done, Jack. Final question.
Uh-oh.
We also have the bonus round, which you could totally
shit.
redeem yourself with. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. Okay, so final question is, released in 1941, what is the only Disney animated feature film with a title character that never speaks?
Fucking Christ. Where's Flyzik? Can I call Flyzik?
You cannot call flies.
Is it Fantasia?
That is a great guess, but unfortunately, the answer is Dumbo.
Wait. Does he talk in Fantasia?
There is no talking in Fantasia, but there also isn't a specific character.
Okay.
You could argue with me all you want. I'm just reading the answers. Is this game played under dispute? It was also the first. Dumbo came out before Fantasia. So
fair enough.
Sorry, you have failed the quiz and the world. So at the moment,
Jeff's in the chat like first.
Harley has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right. You have 1, 2, 3 right, which makes you.
The bonus question counts for 15.
The bonus question could really seal the deal here. So here's what I'm going to do. While you're both still on, I'm going to ask you separate bonus questions, and based on that alone, I'm going to decide who wins because I get to really determine the shows.
Oh my god!
Hey, a colonoscopy is at stake here, guys. Tickets for.
I'd really like to go. So
you'd like to witness that? That's actually the next.
I would love to.
All right. I'm disturbed and upset.
Should I go mute again?
No, you're fine. You can stick around.
Okay.
So, Harley, bonus question for you. What are the 5 boroughs of New York City?
Dude, okay. I don't even know if I can tell you. Like, you said borough, and I thought, like, donkey, so...
The 5 Donkeys of New York, which is a movie coming to Quibi very soon.
I don't want to pass on the bonus question. Is Queens one of them?
Queens is one of them, correct.
Okay, all right. I gotta think of cities in New York.
There are 4 more.
Oh my gosh. Staten Island.
Yes. Correct. 2 for 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I cannot lose to Jack right now.
Don't.
Manhattan? Would that?
Absolutely. That's gonna be one for sure.
That's all I got. Queens? Did I say
Correct.
Queens? Oh,
You got another.
yes!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Any more?
Brooklyn? Did I say Brooklyn?
Absolutely. Oh my God, Jack, you're screwed.
There's no way.
I'm fucked.
Am I missing one? Is that
I
not
think
five?
we're missing one. Yeah.
The Bronx? The Bronx is. No way! You're kidding!
Shit.
No!
Oh shit.
No way! You are kidding.
Yeah, I believe you nailed
There's
it.
no like actual reason.
Somehow I have
should
6
that.
on here, but there's only 5 boroughs, so I must have counted one twice. I'm falling apart here. We said one twice, but either way, you fucking
You
did
won.
it.
What
Yes.
was my
Wood
question
paneling.
gonna be?
It's wood paneling.
I'm having a mental breakdown.
Jack, you stupid
It's okay.
idiot. Okay,
Having a mental breakdown.
bonus question for Jack. Name 2 artists who sang a song called My Way.
Frank Sinatra. Limp Bizkit.
Wow. Nailed
Is
the
it?
bonus question.
Let's go!
Wow.
My way or the highway!
Unfortunately, Jack, because you only got 3 right in the regular round, Harley still absolutely destroyed you. She got all her bonus questions
That's
right,
fair.
or her
That's
answers
fair.
right, and you.
My
you did
way or
not.
the highway!
So as
Sorry.
happy as I am for you that you got to say Frank Sinatra and Limp Bizkit in the same sentence, unfortunately today,
Let's go.
Harley is smarter than Jack.
I knew it. I knew
Hey,
it.
I'll see you Monday at 9 a.m. Don't be late.
I will be there immediately.
Bring.
Thank you so much for being on the show. You have won a 1985 Hewlett-Packard printer.
Yes,
That
I wanted
will-
the printer.
That will
Yeah,
be
you
in
got
the
the
mail
printer.
to you shortly. Don't you worry,
you.
it's coming. It's coming so
That
soon.
thing is rumored to shoot out 1 piece of paper per 45 minutes.
It's
No
real.
way.
It's
That's
real
Really
quick.
fast. Up from
Very
the past,
efficient.
The past model is 58 minutes, so they're
Wow.
looking good.
Do with that information what you will.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it.
Well played. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks
Thanks
you.
for kicking this one off with
All
us.
right.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
My way, you're the highway.
Oh man, that was fun.
Man, you know, I knew listen to Limp Bizkit my whole life would really get me somewhere.
Yeah, I had a feeling that your knowledge of Limp Bizkit would come through for you in that one, but unfortunately,
It's
your
good.
lack of knowledge for everything else failed you.
This makes me want to read a little more.
Get those books out. Get on the Wikipedia. You know.
Yeah.
Are you tired of getting
good.
those like Wikipedia emails where it's like, we just need one more donation?
Yeah, I'm like,
I get those a
motherfucker,
lot.
I've given you like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
But I do
Without
use it a
further
lot.
ado, everybody in the stream, everybody watching live right now, and everybody watching at home and listening after the fact, it is time now for Fun Facts. Hey, fun facts. It's fun facts. They're fun for you. There's something done.
They're gonna make
Jeffrey
you
used to
feel
sing a
like
song.
you're having fun.
Hey, Jeff, can you pop in real quick and sing us the song?
Well, you already sang it. It's too late.
Do it again. Come on.
Well, I didn't think of anything. Fun facts on a different show this time.
There you go.
That's it.
There you have it.
There you go.
Folks. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Very good.
All right, I'll
High
see
budget stuff.
see you next time.
See you next time, buddy. Fun facts. For $150, you can become a licensed dead animal hunter in Texas.
Oh, for how much?
$150, you can hunt dead animals.
Oh, that sounds
In-
like kind of my
in
speed if
Texas.
they're already dead.
Yeah. It's illegal to duel with water pistols in Massachusetts.
But if
They don't like to get wet.
If it's 3 people dueling,
You can throw, but you cannot duel.
you can throw.
There are 1 trillion germs that live on each human foot. It's gross. Let's see that foot. Let's see that foot.
Oh, I'm wearing slides, baby.
You're sliding around in germs. When people are frightened, their ears produce more earwax. Ew.
It explains. some
What is that,
things.
dude? What's the
It protects
evolutionary
you.
point of
Protect.
that? No, I can't hear it. Like,
Protect.
I don't know. That seems like a flaw. I don't like it. British spies used to use semen as invisible ink during World War One. This method was invented by Captain Cumming. There's no way, Jeffrey.
love that.
No,
I love
Jeff.
that.
No.
I want that on my gravestone.
Yep.
That's true.
It just comes in and say you.
That's so stupid. The simulation has been glitching for years and we haven't noticed. A cow bison hybrid is called a beefalo. Aw. Turkeys can blush. Did you know that?
No.
Bet you didn't know that.
Can you imagine if I knew that?
Yes, I did. Captain Crunch's full name is Horatio Magellan Crunch. So have some respect next time you address
damn
the
respect
captain.
for the captain.
Baseball umpires used to sit in rocking chairs, which I think we should bring that back once baseball is allowed to happen again. Come on. South American river turtles talk in their eggs. Okay, Jeff, can you pop back in for this one? I need some clarification here.
Hello.
South American river turtles talk in their eggs. What does that mean? They talk in their eggs?
Yeah, they're speaking and they're surrounded by their egg.
Oh, while they're still in the egg, they're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, like they're little babies.
Yeah, they're just
on
talking.
a shell and they're just going like,
come on, little buddy. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hello, little one. Come on, little one. Ravens in captivity can learn to talk better than parrots. A lot of bird facts today. In Japan, letting a sumo wrestler make your baby cry is considered good luck. So, good luck. Before 1913, parents could mail their kids to grandmas through the postal service. That's true. You can mail your kids to grandmas.
Mail your boy.
I think we need to bring that one back. More people drown in deserts than die of thirst. I don't understand that, but okay.
I'm scared.
And finally, May 29th is Put a Pillow in Your Fridge Day. And
which day?
Hopefully it's one that talks dirty to you.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah. So it's today. Today is May 29th.
Oh, shit. Hey.
So
hey,
if you guys haven't already, make sure you pop a pillow in that fridge. Cool that boy down.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, that's fun facts for this week. And boy, were they fun.
And boy, were they related to birds.
Boy, were they about birds. Jack,
yeah.
Before we move this over to chat and talk to everybody for a minute, what have we learned this week?
There's no proof that semen is good for you, but that's not going to stop some people from drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasia, though a terrible movie, was not the first one to have no speaking in it.
Yes.
Sometimes
that's all you took away from this?
Sometimes turtles wear their babies as hats.
Correct. We did learn that today.
Limp Bizkit and Frank Sinatra have more in common than we initially believed.
True.
Maybe 2.5 beers isn't the sweet spot. Maybe I should stop it at like 1.5.
Also established. Yes.
And also, we're back, baby!
We are back, baby! This has been the first episode of Crash Test Live. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to throw to the chat. We're going to see what you guys have to say. I want to talk to you guys a little bit. Something to point out, we have some email addresses here that if you would like to reach out and talk to us, we got a few different ones. So if you have general comments, questions, concerns, maybe a fun story, anything, email us at info@crashtestlive.com. If you would like to submit a form to compete on Are You Smarter Than Jack, please email us at smarter@crashtestlive.com. And if you would like if you would like to contribute a news story to the show that we will read on Wonderful News, please hit us up at news@crashtestlive.com. Guys, thank you all so much.
We did it. We did it.
We did it. We got through our first episode. This was magnificent. Thank you, everybody at home, for tuning in live. If you're listening to the first episode on the podcast or watching the video, hi. Thanks for missing the live. Maybe tune in next time because it's that much more fun. But right now, I want to throw to the chat. How you guys doing? things are really rolling here. It's moving fast. I hope you're all
I haven't
doing
looked
well
at the chat because I've been nervous. So let's.
You greatly improved my evening, guys. Oh, ATL Love. Can weirdly deep questions with Ryan Dawson be a weekly thing? Sure,
Ooh,
why not?
I like that.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think?
Oh, he's muted.
You're muted, Ryan. You're muted.
That's why we can't do it weekly. Can't have
Fucking up left and right.
I'll talk to my lawyers. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll draw up a contract, send it your way.
Oh, someone wants to know how.
I always thought it'd be nice when people say, like, let me talk to my lawyer. And then, like everyone has a lawyer that they're just ready to call.
Someone actually, I was in a real life experience lately where someone actually said to me, maybe contact your lawyer and ask about this. And I was like, I don't have just a lawyer on standby.
Yeah.
Like, is that something people have?
When you're Jack Bearcat, you have to have a lawyer on.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
Wait, someone was asking about tinfoil boil.
Tinfoil boil.
Tinfoil boy.
I'll say this: your Wi-Fi has been impressive and strong this episode, so that's good.
Hey, took 4 months, but we got it, baby.
You're cruising. You're cruising.
Yeah.
So wrong. It's Gina. Can you guys actually make up an application form for Are You Smarter Than Jack?
It's China.
It could be. No. You have to. Part of our selection process is how good your submission is and how involved it is. So, yeah. Sorry. Everybody watching the Twitch live right now, thank you for your subscriptions, for your contributions, for your follows. This is where Crash Test Live lives every Friday. So you can find us here. This has been amazing. I think we got to wrap it up, right? How's Foxley? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, Calamy, I want to know why Jack thinks Fantasia is bad. Jack?
It's just boring. As a kid, I didn't get it. It was a little over my head. Yeah, it feel like maybe if I was a little older when it came out and I was taking mushrooms, it would have been cool. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can Jack show countries on a map?
That's a good segment. Good segment.
I like that. I like that idea. We should dive
also,
into
Russia's not a continent?
Not a continent, no.
Mm-hmm. Also, let's look up what the Menzingers are up to.
Oh, yeah.
I can be a weekly Menzingers news segment.
Ryan for the weekly Menzingers check-in. Ryan,
update.
Over to you.
Menzinger's been kind of quiet during the quarantine, as a matter of fact. Right before it all went down, they put out a fantastic record called Hello Exile. Yes. I totally recommend it to get you through these rough times. Anyway, that's the weekly Menzingers check-in with Menzingers Dawson.
There you have it. The Menzingers, not currently on tour. That's correct. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of Crash Test Live. This has been fun. I hope that we have been a little bit of levity in your week. This has been an absolute pleasure for us to do. I feel like it's gone pretty well. Jack, how about you?
I don't know what to think. I'm still upset that I lost. I have some reading to do. But I think the episode went great, and I look forward to many more of these, my friend Alex.
I do as well. Join us next week on Friday for the next episode of Crash Test Live. Until then, we will see you. Take care.
Peace.
Bye, folks.
Crash Test Live.